Hello Canterbury, you have reached the end of the week. Yes, it is Friday, 17th of October. Well, what is happening? Cup Day, we have a very special guest that's arriving in Christchurch. Have you heard? Maybe not. Take a look at this photo. Yes, there's a tweet. There he is. Now that's the Shane Warne I know. And probably a lot of people know he's a little bit overweight, got the big hair and the cigarette. But how does he look now? Yes, a little bit different. Well, yes, he is coming here on Tuesday. He'll be a special guest of Addington Raceway. So that's a bit of glam. Of course, he's not with Liz Hurley, but I'm not sure who he'll have on his arm, but I'm sure he'll better find some local Cantab girl. Now, Horncastle Arena, next week, fun things are happening. It is the wonderful, wonderful Empire. Check this out.
How the system should work. There's a storm brewing.
I know, haven't we tempted you? What a wonderful show it is going to be next week at Horncastle Arena. And if you'd like to go along, really simple, we've got 4 double passes to give away. You just need to send through to us at inquiries@ctv.co.nz a photo of you in a simply outrageous costume. It's as simple as that. Righty-ho, coming up on today's show, we actually have at the end of the show, remember we're talking about Drop Your Boss at Les Mills? Yes, well, we have a little clip to show you Rihanna, Michael and Andrew and how they got on, so that should be fun. We're catching up with John Clemens. He's talking about the reopening of Cunningham House, and also we find out about the Christchurch Big Band Festival. But first up, now by now you should know that I love my cars, so I'm very excited that next weekend, yes, next weekend, 50 years of the Mustang. It's a convention happening right here in town. Can you hear that? Yes, it's the old V8. It's beautiful sound, and I'm joined by Gary Jackson. Welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you.
You must be very excited.
Yes, we are. 2 years in the making, and it's finally coming together 1 week away.
Crikey. I mean, is it a bucket list thing, do you think, to have a Mustang?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And for some of us, we've got 2.
Yeah, it's been infectious. I mean, for me, my first memory of the Mustang, the one I fell in love with it, was Steve McQueen, Bullet.
Bullet, yep.
And I still, to this day, think it's one of the most impressive car chases out there. But is that what it's all about with the Mustang, man? It's got such history that people buy into it?
They do, and it's almost a fraternity. I've been involved now for about 10 or 12 years, and the Mustang seems to be a brand. As we know, it's iconic, it's legendary, but it seems to bring together a whole lot of people just around the whole spirit and the brand of what Mustang is. And they can be lawyers, doctors, dentists, farmers, tradesmen, mechanics, business people, housewives, and they all come together somehow around this car. It's a wonderful fraternity, yeah.
It is. Now, 2 years in the making. Tell me about the whole process. How did it start?
We knew 2 years ago that we would be hosting the 2014 convention. It moves around the country every Labour weekend. We also knew that this would be the 50th anniversary of Mustang, because it was originally launched back in April 1964. So we knew we had to make this pretty special. We also knew that Christchurch had its challenges as a venue. We thought potentially we might attract 200 cars, maybe 400 people at the most. We had to find venues, accommodation and so on. We worked our way through all of that. We got Ford involved as a major sponsor, together with a lot of other really great partners. Turned out we've now got 225, maybe 230 cars, all under one roof at Turner's Car Auctions facility on the Saturday of Labour weekend. We'll talk about that in a moment. 450 people, and we've found the housing, accommodation for them all. We've got venues set up. It'll be a party worthy of a 50-year occasion.
And the thing is, Gary, you don't have to be a lover of the Mustang, do you? It's just the appreciation of vehicles.
I think that's what it is. And even, when you drive a Mustang, you have everyone from older people to young kids who really don't know much about Mustang. They didn't grow up with it like some of us did. but they still wave, they still stop and look, they want to talk. There is something about the Mustang car, the Mustang brand, that seems to appeal across all sorts of people, even if they're not absolute, what do we call them, petrol heads, yeah. So it does work.
It's respect. It commands respect,
It commands respect. There's something in there about the way it was launched back in '64. It was that sort of sense of freedom, the open road, the style, the spirit of the car. It hasn't changed. I mean, the new Mustang is coming to New Zealand next year in right-hand drive form for the very first time. So it's now even more a global brand than it even used to be. So
Well,
yeah, it's going from strength to strength.
It is, and it's all those little touches they have. I mean, they've got even the lights that come out now that of the horse on the Mustang actually on the ground. I mean, it's amazing. Next weekend though, Labour weekend, tell us the details, the specifics about the weekend.
The main details, so that people can enjoy this and participate in this, is Turner's Car Auction Building at the south end of Hagley Park there in Detroit Place, the intersection of Deans Ave and Morehouse Ave. That's the venue for the big car show. 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. on that Saturday. It's only $10 per adult to get in. Children under 12 free. Family concession $20. So it's affordable in terms of weekend activity. As I said a moment ago, probably 230 cars. I've done some rough numbers. I think there's more than $12 million worth of Mustangs in that building on Saturday of Labour weekend. And I would just say to everyone, don't miss it. This will never come to Christchurch again in this scale. It'll never be done again as a 50-year anniversary. You can walk through the whole timeline of 50 years of Mustangs all in one place for just $10.
You've said it all, really, haven't you? If we are a Mustang owner, is it too late to actually join?
It's actually too late to get in, because you need to join a Mustang club and then you go through a registration process, and literally we are now almost oversubscribed. But that doesn't stop you coming to the car show. There will be what we call a pony run, a drive program on the Sunday, which will leave at about 9:30, I think, from Addington Showgrounds, and that will head out the West Coast Road and around through Oxford into Rangiora for lunch. So if someone's got a Mustang and they just want to sit in on the tail end of that run, don't hesitate.
How fantastic. What a joy to watch.
I'm not sure I meant to say that, but I mean, the more the better.
Well, what
the
can
more
you do?
the better,
what
exactly.
Can you do? But anyway, hey Gary, a pleasure to meet you. I will certainly be down there next weekend.
Look
it's going to be
forward to it.
absolute joy. That is the Mustang Convention in town next weekend. Don't miss it. Hey, bucket list, tick, tick, tick. Stay with us after the break. We catch up with John Clemens about the reopening of Cunningham House. See you soon.
Looking for that perfect gift for a loved one? Wanting to add some vibrance to your home? Or just looking to brighten up your workplace? No matter the occasion, the Hitching Post has something for everyone. Lose yourself in their extensive range of homeware, art, glass and plasma cut metalwork. The Hitching Post is your one-stop shop for great style and quality. So come on down to the Hitching Post, 722 Marshland Road.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shand Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Espresso Car Wash. Bring back the shine with options from an express wash for just $28 up to a fully detailed interior and exterior grooming package from just $63. We also offer services such as interior shampoo, wax and polish, aircon treatment, odor eliminator, vehicle de-stickering, the list goes on. And don't forget our gift vouchers, no matter what the occasion. Espresso Car Wash at 5 great Christchurch locations: Corner Lincoln Road and Morehouse Ave, The Palms, Northlands, Ferrymead and the Hub Hornby.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. Well, Botanical Gardens would be an amazing place to be today, of course, that beautiful weather. And we're very fortunate that we could actually pull in John Clemens into the studio. Curator.
It's a great
Not
place
creator,
to work. Oh, we try to do that as well.
curator.
We still try to do that. But there's a whole team of people. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring them with me today. who are dedicated to the place inside
They're
the
having
building.
picnics, aren't they? Let's be honest.
outside.
They're outside having picnics,
Oh,
aren't
did
they?
you know?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Taking the shoes
Yeah,
off, putting them in the grass and stuff like that.
They
Anyway,
work-
I'm picture
They
painting
worked
now.
really hard. They try to do a good job looking after
We've got a
people.
webcam set up all there already. Very exciting, Cunningham House
It's
reopening.
open.
Yeah.
Well, it's been open for a little while, but it's taken us, again, a little while to make sure all the plants get back in there again, so they're looking pretty good, including our dear old banana plants, which are in fruit at the moment. And the coffee's got flowers on, and the pawpaw's got flowers on, so it's a real jungle with lots of edible crops in there as well.
Yeah, well, if no one's ever been there, explain what it's like there, because we took the children the other week there to the planetarium, but just explain to those that, you know.
It's a big house. It's a giant greenhouse, and it feels like stepping into another world. I mean, we call it the jungle sometimes.
Well, I think we've
and
got
it is
pictures
a
of it too,
subtropical
John, so
forest.
we might just have a wee look-see at those.
That would be good.
No.
You got some of those?
No, we might not. Okay, that's
Well,
all right.
people will just have to go there and have a look for themselves.
That's okay.
So you can go upstairs and
You can
look
picture
down
paint
through
for
the
us.
canopy, or you can pretend that you're walking through the forest. Yeah, it's really
It is.
lovely.
It's like a jungle.
And the noise,
Yeah.
because the fountains are working as well.
Yeah.
So,
It's a very
it's just
special
a
place
special
to
place.
go. And, of course, it's free.
It's free, and its sister next door, the Townend House, is also open. And just today, the cacti are open again. So a little cacti and succulent house, not everybody's choice, but it's got some lovely specimens in there.
And you have the big boys as well? The big cacti as well? I mean, they're pretty impressive,
The
aren't they?
ceiling's, yeah, a little bit low for the biggest of cacti,
Yeah.
but it's still got some good stuff in.
No cowboys or Indians hanging around those cacti or anything?
Not when I looked last, but you never know.
No,
Yeah.
potentially though, potentially. So what else is happening within the grounds then, John, at the
Oh,
moment?
look.
I mean,
When
it's such a huge area, isn't it? I think we take for granted what a big area it actually covers.
It's not so big. And if you get lost, you just have to go to the river and keep walking around. You come back where you started. So it's a great place to get nicely lost. But as I was walking out, I passed the azaleas. The azaleas that lose their leaves in winter, and they've got these all orange and mauve and pinks at the moment, but the smell, the scent, it's just fantastic.
Beautiful. Hey, you can always take some breadcrumbs, can't you, if you get lost in the forest?
We might be able to find another way of
Yeah.
helping you to get out.
Didn't work too well for Hansel and Gretel though, did it? No, but we'll move
But-
right along from that.
But the herbaceous borders spring into life again, and all the trees are just coming into leaf that have been resting over the winter time. So it's a good time to be visiting.
Okay, and you've got you've got the new visitor centre as well.
Oh, that. Yeah, well, it is rather
that.
special.
Yeah.
Having seen all the concrete and glass and steel go up, and now it's all beautifully peaceful again, and you can step in through the doors. Our people looking after the retail area and Ilex Cafe will really make people feel at home. It's like going into a very well-lit forest. It's so airy, it's lovely. It's really gorgeous. If you've been in there?
It's wonderful. But I do encourage it, because when we went, there was a lot of tourists visiting. But, you want the locals there, don't you?
We have to look after people, so
Yeah.
there's lots of things to do. So you can look around the retail area and buy some presents for Christmas time, or you can go into the exhibition space and look at the wonderful artefacts and Garden City, history of Garden City, if you like, that we got in there. Or you sit down and have a cup of tea. And you can sit outside as well.
Exactly.
And just today they were putting in some covers so you're not going to get burnt from the sun if you're sitting out there.
Oh, that's very responsible of you, John. Very responsible
It
indeed.
should be lovely. And then you go walk around the grounds and come back and have a cup of tea if it was a bit crowded.
Yeah, well, not just that, but also for the little ones, there's a wonderful play area as well, isn't it? It's very safe as well, the child's playground. There's a little
Playground.
paddling pool as
it
well
is.
that will open up later
It's
on.
a lovely place to be.
And,
And while you're there, if you're getting a little bit in need of a walk, you can go and have a look at the rest of the grounds as well. So it's a great destination, but you don't have to be tied to the playground. You can go and have a look at some of the other displays, like those azaleas I mentioned,
Yeah,
which are
azaleas.
just so gorgeous.
Now, a little bird told me you're dressing up shortly. Is that right?
Oh, well, soon it'll be...
Or we're not allowed to say that on air. No, you're not
soon
cross-dressing though, are
It'll
you?
be the
No.
Becker Heritage Week coming up very
right,
soon,
right,
which is
right.
starting, well, it runs from the 17th to the 27th. And this Sunday I shall be dressing up as dear Mr. Charles Cunningham, who bequeathed his fortune to the people of Christchurch, to the Mains Board, to build something wonderful for the Botanic Gardens. And I shall be joined by Annie Townend, who was also coming back as a ghost. She was the person who donated the original Townend house to the Botanic Gardens. That came to an end, but we built another one in her name. So the two of us will be appearing from time to time this Sunday. And telling people about... Well, we get to dress up as well. Lovely clothes. I mean, I think Annie looks a bit more attractive than I do.
Oh,
But I will do my best to show myself to be a worthy Charles... Was Charles Adam Cleverly
Yeah.
Cunningham?
Well, it sounds like you've got a wonderful team that you work with. I mean, I can see the joy and the passion that's in your eyes and that. But how important is to have that strong teamwork within such a big, a big spot like Tacky
We try to
Days?
do many things. So there's inside the building, there's a retail area in the cafe, and the people behind the scenes looking after all the records and preparing those wonderful holiday programs that we've had recently. And then outside in the grounds, of course, there's a lot of very hard work to do, but it's thoughtful work as well. So those guys, they don't just do gardening, but they're trying to build up their collections so that we can make those lovely displays.
And we just want to give a credit. I know we didn't, we couldn't show the photos, but this is live telly. Stuff happens. I tell you what, that's why it's live, because it couldn't happen for you
Just
today.
have to go there.
But we had some wonderful photos, and we'd just like to give a big ups to Neil Macbeth, because he did some beautiful photos. And Neil, you never know, we could probably bring you. Oh, hello! We've got a photo there. There we are. See, magic of telly. There we are. We've got some beautiful shots there. So thank you so much, Neil Macbeth. Now
And Neil
make
Macbeth
sure.
is such a nice person as well.
Oh, that helps,
Great
doesn't
guy.
it? Okay. Stay with us. After the break, we catch up with the Christchurch Big Band Festival.
Action Removals, offering short or long-term storage facilities, full packing services, comprehensive rates, all fully insured and with 6 vehicle sizes to choose from. Earthquake repairs? Action Removals pack, move, store and return your valuable possessions stress-free. Action Removals, a family business that has been operating in Christchurch for over 10 years. Action Removals, your one-stop removal service on time, every time. 0800 222 526.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring, moving company.
Oi!
Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Staywell Pharmacy. Whatever the season, Staywell Pharmacy has you covered. As an integrated pharmacy, we stock all the well-known pharmacy medicines, as well as quality nutritional and herbal treatments. Our team of pharmacists and full-time naturopath are here to help you find the products and advice to suit the needs of you and your family. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road in Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Espresso Car Wash. Bring back the shine with options from an express wash for just $28 up to a fully detailed interior and exterior grooming package from just $63. We also offer services such as interior shampoo, wax and polish, aircon treatment, odour eliminator, vehicle de-stickering, the list goes on. And don't forget our gift vouchers, no matter what the occasion. Espresso Car Wash at 5 great Christchurch locations. Corner Lincoln Road and Morehouse Ave, The Palms, Northlands, Ferrymead and the Hub Hornby.
Bring up the noise. Christchurch Big Band Festival is hitting Christchurch, and I'm joined by the co-chair, Judith Bell. Bell, Bell, Bell?
Yes.
Bring that noise.
Yep.
Now, tell us all about the Big Band Festival. I mean, it's pretty big. You've got 2 big events happening, haven't you?
2. Well, we've got more than 2 actually. We've got about 15 events, but there's lots of events all weekend. But 2, the 2 that we're promoting, the glam ones, if you like, are the gala concert on Saturday night, which features our local band Symposium, which is a top-notch band. And they are joined by Roger Fox. Everyone probably knows Roger Fox, who sent some special charts down, and he's brought over American guest trombonist, Grammy awarding Francisco Torres, who's famous for playing in Latin jazz. So that'll be a really wonderful concert.
What a treat.
Yeah, and the first half of that is also going to feature some original arrangements by students. Good way, and Alan Barry singing and things like that. So it'll be a real mix, but really high level of playing and really worth going to. So
incredible.
And they're going to be early and actually help run some workshops as well for youth, all ages. So while they're here, people can actually see more of them than just a concert if they want to.
So we've been quite spoilt in Canterbury, haven't we? As far as the New Zealand Army Band was, out at Burnham, and we've been pretty spoilt in the Woolston Brass. I mean, it's pretty amazing, Canterbury, the wealth that we have here, really, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's exciting. There's 10 actual big bands playing over the weekend, 10 different big bands, and 2 of them from out of Christchurch, one from Nelson or one from the West Coast, or most of their bands here, and actually Ellesmere, if you call that out of Christchurch, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So maybe 3, and the rest are local ones. One's a new one, which people might look at it and go, who are they? They're called the Big Band Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're a group of under 30s who have just formed themselves. So that's exciting. And then we've got, you know, ones like the Mainland Big Band, whose age ranges from, the Ellesmere one ranges from 14 up to 70s, in their 70s. Then the big band that I look after is all 11 and 12-year-olds. You know, and then we've got these kind of, well, the Mainland Band is one that's been going for 50 years. I don't think, probably all the players haven't been in for 50 years, but, you know, the band itself. But, you know, so there's a big range of ages of performers. The CSM have got 2 bands in, playing throughout the weekend. And we've got 5 of those adult bands are playing at the Big Ball, which is the other big event of the weekend, which has been a kind of quite well-established tradition, really.
Brilliant.
So,
Is big band, I mean, when I think of big band, I think of the big swing. And that. Is that love still growing?
Yes. Yeah.
In New Zealand?
Well,
It's good to hear the 11, 12-year-olds.
Yes, well it is, and you only need to look at the likes of Jazz Quest in Christchurch, and the inaugural last term we had Junior Jazz Jam, which was jazz bands up to age, you know, just year 8 started as well. So it's sort of coming right through. And some of these players, like the Burnside Big Band, looking forward to hearing them in the weekend. They've got 4 of their members got into the New Zealand Youth Jazz Orchestra.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know, and one of them won an improvisation award and a top musician award, so that's really exciting. So in Christchurch we've got some phenomenal players of all ages.
Well, a phenomenal piece of music is one we're about to hear now, with some beautiful imagery, because, yes, it's starting now, because thank you so much that you provided a free double pass to the gala and to the ball.
That's right.
But you have to guess, just listening to this piece of music now, I will shut up, as to the song. So let's just listen to it for a little bit. So it's pretty simple, isn't it? Just call through to Marianne with the name of that song, 03 3777 033. Just makes you want to dance, doesn't it? Hold that loved one close. And it is, it's so relaxing. It's such a gorgeous piece of music. Can anyone go along to the festival, even if you didn't think big bands were your thing?
Yes, well, one of the things we've done is bring the festival and because it's very happy music, bring it out to where people are. So you might stumble across it by accident, actually. So we're excited to be playing in the Botanic Gardens Visitor Centre on Sunday afternoon. So if you happen to be visiting the gardens, you might actually see some bands there. The Nelson Band is playing in Burnside, and actually it's all in this brochure here. You'll see these around.
Oh, cool. So we can get one of those then, Judith?
Yes, they'll be in the libraries, they'll be at every event.
Perfect.
So they'll be all around the place from next week.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you.
And all that information will be on the website as well, which is Big Band Fest.
Okay, all the best for the festival. Thank you so much for making the time to come in. And thank you for joining me today and this week. Now we have a clip of Drop the Boss off Les Mills Building. On Monday, the set's going to look a little bit different. Yes, we have a very special month coming up, and it's all about the cup. And that's all I'm going to give you, because it's all going to happen on Monday. See you then. Bye.
Yeah, look, it's just another way to fundraise. We're all about challenges and kids being resilient, confident, and pushing themselves. And we think this is a really good example to them. And what a great day for it.
Thank you. And so what kind of reactions are you getting from some of these bosses who are giving it a go?
Pretty nervous start. It's a bit tricky on that first ledge there, but once you sort of you get going, they do really well. And these bosses are used to some pretty torrid times in the boardroom and what they do every day. So this should really be a walk in the park in a way.
Cool. Move your feet down. Woohoo! Move those feet.
Why do you want to take part in today?
I looked at my team. They asked me to jump off. I'm not too sure here now, but here we go. But it's for the kids. So here we go.
Good drop. We'll do another wee high five on the way down. So the jumping will be easier when you're a little bit lower. Just watch out for the windows there.
You know, for every $400 we get is another child in our program. So, you know, $13,000 is a lot of kids.
How's today's challenge going?
Oh, today's challenge is awesome. We've got all these great challenges coming up and just having a blast. Standing up here on the rope, and then it's just a matter of leaning back and just totally committing themselves to it. And it's for a good cause, so it's good to be doing it.
You're nearly a shoulders away here, Johnson. You've done awesomely well. Look at Johnson go, he's doing so well.
What's that moment like before when they're leaning back the first time?
Yeah, I think it's quite intimidating for some of them, and you kind of got to really step out and believe in what you're doing. That's the whole part of the challenge.
You can lower yourself down to them. Start this hand below, yep, and start letting that rope. That's it. Woo. Go slower with the rope, and I've got you on here.
How much money did you end up raising?
As of this morning, it was over 13,000, which is an amazing result. We as people at the end of the day will get you over 15, and just really grateful to everybody who's been able to help us. The profile that it's given our trust. You know, for every $400 we get is another child in our program, so you know, $13,000 is a lot of kids.